You join me in the kitchen just about to get set up ready for today's bodyweight basics routine from the School of Calisthenics, based around frog stands, getting used to hand balancing and just enjoying the process and having fun really. Currently the UK is on lockdown as of last night, so you're only allowed out once per day, and that includes all your exercise and everything else. So we're currently making do with what we have in the space available, however much you need. So I need to get that set up and I will see you on the other side. But anyway, we'll get started in just a moment. So the idea is this is going to be taken from the bodyweight basics, but we're also going to have a little bit of fun with it as well. So don't feel stressed, don't feel like, oh, I can't do what he's doing. Remember, I've spent a bit of time on this, but also you might see me fail today. So if you do, then just send me a virtual hug. I'm looking at, we're on IGTV, we're on YouTube Live. So, how are we all feeling today? Hope we're feeling good. In the UK, we've had a bit of, not bad news, I think we knew it was coming, but this idea that we're on lockdown now, so we've joined the rest of the world in being stuck at home. So we're going to make the most of it. Thank you for the love hearts. We're going to use some cushions or pillows in a bit as well, so if you've got some of those. Anyway, let's get to it, shall we? So, handstands, or fundamentally, when we're looking to go on this handstand journey, one of the first things we get exposed to is the frog stand. Now, you may be aware of this term, it may be something you've heard of, maybe something you're not aware of. But as we go through, I'm aiming to preface and talk you through. Again, I'll try and answer questions as I go. I'll try and preempt any questions as we go as well, just so we can all be in this together and hopefully learn a bit as well. Right, let's do this. So, to start with, what I'm going to be doing is getting these hands nice and warm. So, don't worry too much, we're not really going to be going into like reps and sets and getting too bogged down into some of this stuff. But what we are hoping to do is get some of this fascia, these muscles that we've been hammering over Xbox or computer or laptop, whatever, get them into good positions and then start building upon that. So, to start with, what we're going to do, palms on the ground, we're just going to lean left to right. So at the moment my fingertips are facing you guys. Again, left to right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn them to the side, east to west. Same again. Just moving left to right. While we do this, has anyone tried any sort of frog stands before? Let me know in the comments if you sort of played around with it. I understand that you're probably watching this on your phone and you're warming up at the same time. So find one of these, we're going to go fingertips facing us. You can see that from the side. So I'm going to lean back, forwards, back, forwards. Again, just moving through these positions, not getting too bogged down in what it looks like. Just moving and grooving. Did anyone see the core video with Jacko yesterday? How are your abs feeling? Oh yeah, while we're on this topic, Jacko with your socks. I don't have any socks on today because I've gone full caveman, but I do have the wax pants on, so don't be coming here with any boring pants. You either need you need exciting socks or exciting pants. Right, frog stand time. So initially, what we're going to look to do is build strength through the fingers, and then, so starting in the hand position. So how do you find your frog stand position? The simplest, easiest way is to do a push-up. So I'm going to put my hands down on the ground. You see that? might be a bit better. There you go, IGTV. So, hands are going to go on the ground, and then from here what I can do, so elbows point backwards. What I don't want to be doing is flaring elbows out like this. Not the best position, okay? What we're trying to do is screw those elbows in, point them straight backwards. From here, I'm going to create a nice position, okay? Almost like a plank position. What I'm not trying to do is go super wide. What we're going to find is that that's going to feel really, really difficult to generate force. Obviously, as you get stronger over time, you can do that. But as we're learning, we're trying to maximize the strength that we've already gained, maybe through push-ups, burpees, things like that. So capitalize on some of the stuff we've already done. So, elbows, crank them back, they're going to go straight behind, elbows pointing backwards. So shoulder width, can I do a nice push up in here? Notice how my glutes are on, and I'm going to come, nice push up. What I'm not doing is like sagging through, letting my hips drop, elbows back, push up, okay? From this position, I'm going to leave my hands here, okay? So I've already maximized, I've let my body tell me where my strongest position is. Elbows back, this is a good position. Again, if you want to, throw in a couple of push-ups here. Again, constantly keeping nice form. I'll show you to the camera. So again, elbows screwed back, come down, up. And I'm going to leave my hands here. Leave my hands in that position, okay? So now that I know approximately where my hands go, I'm going to bring my knees up. I'm going to bring my feet up, knees up, and this is going to be the start of my frog position. Okay, so this ability to go from extended, bring those knees straight in. Now from here, notice how I'm going to take my elbow and jam it into the crook of my knee. Boom, like this. Screwing those elbows back still, stay nice and strong. And I'm just going to like seesaw, lean forward, still pushing the ground, and then come back, okay? Screwing in, lean forwards, and that feels good. I can either look to take a foot off, or if I feel really good, take a second foot off, okay? Again, don't rush. So the main principles, 1, screwing the elbow straight back into the ground, okay? Hand, and I'm trying to tear the ground apart. Elbow bone, boom, straight back, okay? From there, I'm going to bring my knees up to my elbows. I struggle to lift my knees off. Don't worry about that. At the moment, all we're trying to do is just set up like a really nice position, okay? So again, don't get too worried about being able to having the strength to lift up at this point. Just find that balance, let your brain do the maths, okay? Just like a seesaw. So we'll try again. Again, find a good position, elbows pointing straight back. I know my width that I'm going to leave my arms at. From here, bring my knees up. So I'll leave my hands where they are from my push position, lean forwards. Now don't worry about taking both feet off or one foot off. All I'm trying to do is give my brain a chance to learn the position. So, elbows pointing back, lean forwards. Notice how I'm leaving my toe, one toe there to balance. That feels good. Take the other one off. But again, no pressure. No pressure at any time, okay? How are we getting on with that? I understand I'm going through this relatively quickly, so hopefully this will help some of you. If you are struggling or finding it quite difficult to take a knee off in that position, don't worry, okay? Don't stress about it. Consider that your homework to go off and learn how to do that a bit more, okay? Build that applied specific strength to that position, okay? For those of you who are getting on really well with that, I'll show you how to make it a bit harder, okay? Right, let's have a look at that. So, basically to start with, we've found good hand position, so we should sort of have that locked in. Then we've sort of found that seesaw position, Okay, some of you might have taken 1 foot off, some of you might have taken 2 feet off. Whether you have or haven't, that doesn't matter. Okay, just make a mental note where you're at. So next, we're going to make it a bit harder. So notice how before, elbows were here, and I'm leaning forward. Notice how my knee is quite low. Okay, I'm basically just resting on the support of my forearm. Now, I'm going to take my knees higher. So rather than be down here, I'm going to go up here. Those of you who are familiar with yoga might know this is a crow stand. Again, these words or names get used interchangeably, so don't stress about that. What I'm going to do now is take these higher. Now, this is where your cushion comes in. So cushion, or if you've got like a yoga block, something like that, you can use something. But what we're trying to do is just use things that are around the home. If you are on lockdown, you're not going to be able to go to the local sports shop and buy a load of stuff. So use what you have available. So pillow if you want in front of you. And what that does is, when I bring my knees higher, I'm a little bit more confident should the worst case happen, 2 if necessary. I can always just, so take the knees higher, and then I can just know the worst case scenario, the pillows are there, okay, to protect. I want to look after your beautiful faces, okay, I don't want you coming out of quarantine with no teeth, because we've been hammering these frog stands. So, knees nice and high. I'll move these out of the way because I'm fairly confident, but feel free to use that, or use like a yoga block, whichever. So knees high, hands forward. I'm going to lean now, and notice how my bum is a lot higher. So when I'm in this position, I can either leave 1 foot down, but I'm having to generate a lot more force in that position. Then I'll feel that, you feel a lot more stress on the shoulders, okay? Anterior delt is working hard to get us into that position. So having to really engage, feel a lot more strength component coming through there. Okay, but the same principles, screwing into the ground, staying active. I like to think that I'm pushing the world away. It's not just my bum going in the air, I'm pushing the world, boom, pushing the world away. Okay, so we've got the mats or cushions if necessary. What I want you to do now is explore that position. So whether it's down frog stand here, or coming higher with the knees in the armpits, I want you to lean in and just explore left, right, forwards, backwards, left, right. And what this is doing is giving us more time on task. So rather than trying to make it super hard, what's happening is we're giving our brain more base. The wider the base, the higher the peak. If you can only do a frog stand in a certain set of circumstances, how are you going to show off to your friends? How are you going to do it down the pub? How are you going to do it for your holiday pictures? You need to be able to do it in lots of different circumstances and lots of different environments, okay? So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to play with these positions, moving in and out, making it harder. So another one, we've established a good position. So it's palms, elbows, shoulders, all stacked on top of each other. Can you do it narrow? This is a little challenge for you. You may or may not have had a go. So can I do it in a really narrow position? Almost like a diamond push-up. So hands in here, elbows. Can I lean forward? Still pushing the ground. Have a little explore. Forwards, backwards. Have a little go at that. Same token if you want to try wider. Again, not too wide. But rather than being shoulder width, where we've been practicing, can you go out here somewhere? Can you make that wider? Have a little go at that. So I've gone wide now. Leaning forwards. Leaning in, left, right, down, up, sitting back. So again, working between the two. Narrow, or really wide. Again, some of you might be absolutely smashing that, so well done to you if you are. Give yourself a round of applause. What we're going to do now is bring that cushion back in and have a go with a hand on a cushion, making our brain work hard. I'm going to put it under one hand to start with. So again, try not to change too many things at once. What I'm not looking for you to do is go super wide, 2 cushions, knees high, loads and loads and loads of variables there. And if you're good enough, then by all means have a go at that. But what we're looking to do is just give ourselves a little challenge, a little movement challenge, bit of fun, bit of playtime. This time, let's have a go. Let's have a go at 1, and then have a go at 2. So has everyone got a cushion or pillow? Or you can use a yoga block? Let's try that. So, I'm leaning in, exploring left, right, forwards, back, forwards, right. Whoa! That's it. Just try and always be careful. Try and always give yourself a exit strategy. You see me there? I was like putting the brakes on. But what I'm not looking for you to do is headbutt your coffee table or anything like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try the 2. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah? Let's have a go at that. Who else is using cushions or pillows? Let me know in the comments. Shout out. So, I'm going to go 2 pillows and I'm going to try and go high. Whoop. Oh yeah. Little mess around. Good. So I'm going to get rid of those cushions now. And I'm going to try like a lateral hop in and out. Okay, have a little go at that. So I'm going to start at the side and move in to the position. So now I've taken everything away. Again, try not to change too many things at once. Right. Let's have a go at that. Give you a little minute to get your breath back. So this time, I'm going to go lay my palms to one side and then I'm going to hop in and hop out. Okay? I'm going to lay the palms to one side, hop in and come out. How are we getting on with that? For those of you who are finding that quite easy, what I'm going to try and do, I'll do this from the side, try not to put your knees down. So previously, I put my palms down, I jumped onto my knees, and then jumped off my knees. Can you see that? Palms in, jumped onto my knees, jumped off my knees. And again, I'm pushing quite hard into the ground. But what I'm going to try this time is, I'm going to not touch my knees. So I'm going to palms, lift my bum in the air. Now you don't have to hold it for that long. Okay, it might look like this. It might go up like that. Basically just think about putting your palms down and scooting your bum over the top. Whoop. Like that. Palms down. Whoop. And then as you start to get more confident, spend more time in that middle position. Okay? Until eventually you'll be able to hold it in almost like a tucked handstand. So palms down. So I'm driving into the ground even before I've left the ground. I'm really pushing away. Push hard, because what we don't want to do, if you're finding you're collapsing, this is maybe something that you're finding, that when you try and take a knee off, your bum's coming down, okay? So what's happening is your center of mass is coming away from that base of support. I'll try and show you one. So what might be is, as soon as you come forwards, you think, oh, as soon as I relieve that pressure, I come backwards. like this, coming away. So what we're trying to do is keep the bum up, okay? It can be tough on the shoulders. So remember your options. You've got frog stand here, so driving into the ground, take 1 foot off, take 2 feet off, or you can go higher, you can go crow, up here, pushing into the ground, taking it off, put it back. Again, don't worry too much about these, or make it harder, more challenging. Cushion down, kind of do the same thing, leaning into the cushion like this. Okay, make it harder with 2 cushions. But then finally we'll add in a bit more dynamicism into it. So we've got 1 more exercise after this, but I'll show you this side one. So palms to the side, I'm coming, whoop, just moving, basically just thinking about skipping over the top. Whoop. And then eventually, whoop. You don't have to make the noise, that's optional by the way. Coming up, up. Got a bit too keen on that one. Again, palms on the ground, up, moving over to the side. Okay, getting quite warm. Ooh. So finally, final one to have a go at, we're going to do a side crow. Now if you want to know more about this sort of stuff, have a look at Coach Georgie, the Hench Yogi on Instagram. She's really good at these, but I'll have a little go at them now with you guys so we can learn together. So remember to start with when we're doing the frog stand, what we're going to do now, instead of knees coming forwards, we're going to take knees to the side. So notice how this is like a combination of that lateral hop that we just did and our frog stand, but we're doing it isometrically, i.e. staying still, okay? So this one, palms go to the side, knees facing one way, shoulders facing the other. I'm going to drive, in this case, my right elbow into my left leg, and then I'm going to lean forwards and hold that position. So I'm still pushing into the ground, still doing the same technique. I'll show you from the side. Thank you for the love hearts, I appreciate it. So, show you from the side, I'm going to take my shoulders, move them to the right, and my hips are going to go to the left. So it's almost like a sidewinder. Palms down, knees over to the side. I'm going to again take this elbow, so it's my left elbow this time. Again, I'm showing you both sides, but left elbow into that leg, pushing into the ground. And we're going to lean forward slowly as I start to feel that balance, equilibrium. Push it into the ground and come back down. Does that sort of make sense? I'll show you one more time. So, palms to one side, knees to the other side, driving into the ground, pushing in. Again, screwing those elbows. You'll notice these fundamental things come all the way through each exercise around this hand balancing, okay? So, palms into the ground, screwing in, knees to one side, like I'm riding side saddle, elbows in, leaning forwards, and then when it feels good, even do a little shake with your feet. Have a little funky play, coming back down slowly. Again, I'm always trying to prevent myself from coming over the top. So I'm really pushing the ground, working the fingers. So you might feel now like your fingers sort of feel like zinging, okay? And that's that strength that we're trying to build up over time. So you might feel it in your shoulders, in your pecs. So there's just a few things you can have a go at. So remember, frog stand, screw it into the ground, knees elbows into the crook of the knee. Okay, from there, to make it harder, take the bum higher, knees higher, into this position. And then from there, can we start challenging ourselves in other ways? Can we start thinking about making it wider, making it narrower, and adding like a more dynamic element to it? Those little side hops. Again, we're here to have fun with our training. There's a lot of doom and gloom and negativity going around at the minute. So what we're trying to do is just bring a little fun sort of play aspect. I don't know whether some of you are at home with your kids. This is something that kids can do and they can enjoy and start learning and just playing. Kids are really good at just playing for the sake of playing. And as adults, we sort of forget that. So have a go at that. Any questions, let me know. So I'm Coach Owen. So Jacko or Tim will be on tomorrow. So give them some grief. Go and have a watch. And we're hopefully going to do something every single day. So just to keep you guys active, keep the brain going, keep the muscles ticking over. So yeah, without further ado, I would say stay healthy. Again, being fit and active helps boost your immunity as well. So that's really positive. And other than that, last thing to say is class dismissed. Have a great day. I appreciate you taking the time to watch till the end of this video. So if you have made it to the end, please consider liking, commenting or subscribing. Make sure you are following School of Calisthenics, who have made the Bodyweight Basics program free until the end of April, enabling you to have fun, get strong and move well through this period, especially in the UK when we're in lockdown.